Hi everyone, I am Varda Sharma, editor Newsband, daily English newspaper of Navi Mumbai. Today we have with us Mr. Anand G, who is a well-known yoga instructor. He has been practicing and teaching yoga since 8 years. He is yoga instructor at Sahaj Yoga Foundation, Bangalore, and also at BDS Swami Ayurvedic Hospital and Research Center. Welcome, Anand.
Namaste.
Thank
you.
Anand, first of all, we would like to know about yourself and also why did you think of learning yoga and also becoming a yoga instructor?
My name is Anand. So I started teaching around like 8 years back. So before that, I started around like when I was at the age of 5. So according to my parents, especially my father, even he's a yoga teacher from the past like 40 years. He have experience in this field. And I just saw his regular activity and what all the things. And due to that situation, like I started at the age of like 5 to 6 years, and I continued that, and I got certified in a Mysore institution. So it's like around like 2012. Yes, on 2012 I got a certificate. So even before that also I started my career. And these are all the things, and I have completed my diploma in a yoga education, like as a certificate. And I thought of a different age groups also for several individual classes and a yoga group sessions. So I started my yoga career like this. Yeah.
So how is yoga different from other forms of exercises?
Yoga is that will concentrate just not on a body, even a mind, like a pranayama. That will concentrate completely on a breath and the breath condition. And the exercise, the form of exercise that will build our flexibility and that will enhance the flexibility actually. So it will concentrate just not like a body and even a complete structure like for all over the body, for a body, mind, and soul. Yeah.
See, the benefits of yoga are of course now well known. We celebrate International Yoga Day on 21st June. And even for the post-COVID-19 treatment, it is advised to practice yoga. So can you please tell us how yoga helps in boosting immunity?
Yeah, sure. Yoga, especially whichever like we basically start with the free exercise, and after we will complete even a Surya Namaskar. So the Surya Namaskar we call as all king of asanas. So Surya Namaskar is must and should. So using of the Surya Namaskar and the pranayama, so that will be very useful. And due to this, exactly as you have mentioned, as a post COVID-19 treatment. So before that, what I recommend for everyone is yes, there are different form of kriya or shat kriyas, what we call in a yogic term. We'll be doing a pranayama and some of the kriyas like a jalanepi and sutranepi. So that will be very useful. Yes, for like you have mentioned as a post-COVID. So these types of pranayama that will be keep us very healthy and that will keep us very calm also. And even some of the asanas like pranayamas like a Purna Mudra pranayama or the Makarasana especially. And these days, like one of my students, like he was admitted in a hospital. So due to this situation, I conducted the online session for him, like some of the pranayamas that was very useful for him, and some of the pranayamas, and he got recovered also. So like I suggest everyone to do this keep this as a regular practice. But yes, as like that, I will be saying this. Thank
you. Is there a certain type of condition or people for whom yoga is not recommended?
It's not like that. According like in the US and like some of they have made for the especially for the kids, especially they have made this as a compulsory exercise. And what I suggest is for in like as you have mentioned that as an age group. So the age group, the meditation is a little bit difficult as compared to some of the asanas, because if they sit at the same time, they feel very diverted. So at that time, what I recommend is some of the asanas and the way of teaching. It depends on the way of teaching also. So with the guidance, we request to follow these types of exercise for even age group.
So how important is flexibility in practicing yoga?
Flexibility, yoga is actually like a day by day improvement, like of some of the asanas and some of the stretching or some of the pranayamas that will give a little bit of stretching, and that is a day by day improvement that we can include in a yoga.
No, but there are certain people who feel that they are not flexible enough. So can they practice yoga?
Yeah, sure, they can practice yoga, but there need to be a little bit of certain precautions also. So must ensure they need to start with a free up or warm up exercise, and later they can start with some of the asanas with a certain of basic asanas. Later we can just go to the advanced level, or like we call it the hatha yoga or some of the practice.
You need to have certain knowledge, basic knowledge of yoga before joining any course.
Yes, there are rules and regulations, certain shat karmas or shat kriyas, what we call that as. So, especially this is a part of a cleansing. First, we need to we need to concentrate towards the breath condition. So, breath condition is must ensure the whatever the asanas, whichever the front bending or the back bending, whichever the asanas or whichever the Surya Namaskar. So, we need to just follow the certain follow-ups so that can be guided through a teacher. So I recommend like this.
As a yoga instructor, what skill do you think a yoga instructor should possess?
As a yoga instructor, what I suggest is uh, we need a little bit of guidance towards the condition, and according to the weather condition, and depending on the breath condition, we need to just see the medical condition of the student, and we need to just follow some instructions, and some of the asanas. Some of the asanas will be very useful, and we need to get to know. We need to follow, and we need to go according to it. Yeah.
And can you please tell us the importance of shavasana and pranayama?
Yeah, shavasana is must and should actually after every asana, because of a lot of strain, a little bit of some certain exercise. Shavasana is must and should. So even after shavasana also we can do the pranayama. If we are doing at the morning session, we need to keep a shavasana like before itself. So if we are doing it shavasana like after evening session, we need to do the pranayama, especially on the evening session. So at that time, due to the weather and the condition, that will improve a lot to boost our energy, to improve the energy. Yes.
What makes your yoga classes unique? Or do you face
Yeah.
challenges?
Yeah. Especially some of the asanas. We start with basically the free exercise. So with the basic exercise, whichever the exercise which we will be doing, and after that we will complete off with some of the asana, and after the Surya Namaskar, after that we need to the pranayam. So especially we have a step-by-step measurements and certain types and some techniques that will be useful. And I feel that is must and should everyone they need to follow, because whenever your body feels a little bit comfort to do, like some of the free exercise make us comfortable even for the breathing technique. So for the sure we need to follow with some of the breathing techniques, and I feel that's a very important thing we need to follow as a yoga instructor.
You conduct online classes?
Yeah, these days, like due to this COVID situation, like around like 8 months back, I have started my sessions through online, and I'm getting a very good response for it. And most of all, they are joining from Mumbai. Actually, I live in Bangalore. Most of them are very interested, and yeah, like that. Thank you.
And what advice would you like to give to the beginners, yoga beginners? And how many times in a week one should practice yoga?
Uh, what I recommend is actually there's a consistency is a very important. I mean to say consistency. There should be a regular practice, at least 20, or depends on it, like a 5 to 10 minutes of pranayam, of within a 5 to 15 certain some minutes we can just perform. A Surya Namaskara will take hardly around like a 12 Surya Namaskar will take on around 12 minutes, and we can just keep a 5 minutes of pranayama. So that will just boost our energy completely, like at least for 8 to 10 hours of due to this working condition, and some of the pranayamas, and we can just complete the all like whichever the free exercise we get to know, and even the Surya Namaskara, it's all about the breathing technique. So it should be just we should go through the according to this like in this situation we need to do this at least a 5 to 10, 15, 20 minutes, or we can just keep a 40 minutes of all over the session. So that will be very useful. I guess we can do it.
What message would you like to give to the health conscious people?
What is what I request is at least 20 or 25 minutes of every day, like you whatever the food what you are intaking, and like in this situation what I request to everyone is keep this as a regular practice. A day-to-day practice, will feel a little bit flexible. So even as like a flexibility, it will just improve our immunity also. So it's the best form what I like to say. Thank you.
Are there any restrictions, diet restrictions while doing yoga?
What I request is just let them follow a regular, like whichever the asanas like they can eat. So whichever we need to eat, let us eat. We need to keep in some limits. If we keep as a limit, I guess as a yoga instructor or like from past, like I have seen my parents and like what we are using it. We need to just we need to keep that as a mind. If we are eating this much, like we need to keep in a mind that yes, आज मैं like इतना खाया बस मुझे थोड़ा like but enough. We need to have a little bit of like like I have eaten. Yeah, sorry.
Self-discipline.
Yes, that's all. I guess that self-discipline will help us a lot. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Anand, for joining us.
Thank you.
And the viewers, please stay safe, stay healthy, and do follow all the rules and regulations. Thank you.
Thank you.